everybody, it's ProfesorRich, and it has been a while since I last made a video. I recently asked on my Facebook page if anyone had any ideas for a video, and actually there was just one response, but quite an interesting one. So somebody asked if I could make a video about the first conditional with future time clauses, and they've put present continuous, future perfect, going to, future continuous, present perfect, etc. Okay, so try not to get confused by those terms if you don't know what they mean. I don't think this is really that difficult, and I'm going to try to explain it now. So, the first conditional, what's that? Well, the first conditional talks about a future possibility. For example, if it rains tomorrow, I'll take an umbrella. So I consider that tomorrow there's a possibility that it will rain, and if it rains, I'll take an umbrella. So the form of the first conditional is there are two parts. If plus present, and that can be present simple normally, or it can be present continuous, or even present perfect, which is a bit more advanced. And the other part of the first conditional expresses the future. Now, in English, there's many ways of expressing the future. One of those ways is to say, I'll take an umbrella. However, you could also say going to, for example. Going to is a very common way of expressing the future in English, and we use going to normally to talk about intentions. For example, I'm going to have a party on Friday. Now, you could form a new conditional with this. You could say, if I get this new job, I'm going to have a party on Friday. This is still the first conditional, but now we've used going to for the future part. Something else to note is that the order of the two parts can change. The only important thing is that the bit you put after if is always the present, okay? So we can also say, I'm going to have a party on Friday if I get the new job. Okay, that is also correct. You can't say, I'm going to have a party on Friday if I will get the new job. That's incorrect, and that's a common mistake. So the part after if is always present. Now, the question on my Facebook page mentioned the future perfect. So the future perfect is a tense that we use to say that something is finished or will be finished before another future time. For example, if I have a test, let's say I have a test in a few weeks and I'm revising. Revising means to look again at the material and study and try to learn the material for the test. I could say, I'll have revised everything by the weekend. And that means before the weekend, the action of me revising everything will be finished. So this is what we use the future perfect for. Now, the future perfect is another way of expressing the future. So we could also form a first conditional using the future perfect. For example, if I study for 2 hours a day, I'll have revised everything by the weekend. If I study for 2 hours a day, I'll have revised everything by the weekend. So once again, we have if plus present and future. So really, once you think about it, I don't think this is that complicated. You just have to think, well, it's if plus present and another part that expresses the future. And whatever that part is that expresses the future, it means exactly the same as it would mean if that part was on its own. So really, to understand the first conditional that's more complex than just present simple and a future part, you just need to understand what that future part means, what that kind of grammar is. So the future continuous was also mentioned, and the present continuous. Well, you just have to think, what do we normally use those things for in English? The future continuous, for example, is to say that something will be happening, will be in progress at a future time. So what kind of conditional could you form where the future part, you want to talk about something will be in progress? Okay, for example, if I get this new job, I will be working hard all next year. And that would be a conditional, a first conditional with the future continuous. Okay, and that's really all there is to it. It might also be worth mentioning that another way of expressing the future in English that wasn't mentioned here is using modal verbs of possibility. For example, may, might, and could. So I could say, for example, I may help you tomorrow. It's a bit of a strange thing to say, but there you go. I may help you tomorrow. Now, that would be like, there's a possibility that I will help you tomorrow. I may help you tomorrow. And we could make a conditional with this. We could say, if I have time, if plus present, if I have time, I may help you tomorrow. Which means if I have time, there's a possibility I will help you tomorrow. Okay, so I hope that's helped you in some way. And well, I don't know when my next video will be. I've been doing other things at the moment, so I haven't really had time to do very much. But thank you very much for watching anyway, and catch you later.